Hey everybody, you've made it to Keep It Simple day 52. We are going to be doing lateral moves today, so a little bit funky. We are going to be using bands. Hopefully you have a little bit looser band. If you don't, you can see how far you can get with a tighter band, or if you have a resistance band like we use sometimes with the handles on the end, you can grab that as well. You can also use a towel and just get tension, but we're going to be using that lighter band for the arms, the upper body, the shoulders. So join me on the ground. We're going to not always, but today, as always, for the rest of our series, start with our foam roller. All right, set your roller at the base of your scapula. Feel free to rest your head in your hands. Just let the back round over that roller. Get a little pop here, a little pop there. And then go ahead and lift up the hips and start rolling up towards your shoulders. Then back down the back. You have to be kind of careful how far down you roll. Some of us need to be careful. It's a lot of pressure on the low back. So you need to be able to keep a really solid core flexion and make sure it's not putting too much pressure on the low back. Roll up at the top, feel those traps, get a little bit of nice roll, and then back down, back up. Just keep this going a little bit longer, focusing up at the top, and then a slow roll down, and a slow roll back, and then back to the top. Little, back and forth. There we go, and then all the way down, and back. Okay, last one like that. Roll it back and forth, and then down, and back. Okay, I seem to be rolling away, so readjust. Go back onto kind of the mid upper back, so right where your scapula are, and you're going to rotate to the right and then to the left. So the roller is going to stay still, and the body is going to move side to side. Keep that breath work going. If you're able to breathe in and out your nose, that would be better, keeping your mouth shut. Rotate from that mid back. Don't forget, we want to try to keep our pelvis and low back stable. That upper back twists by the rotation coming through the mid back, that thoracic spine. All right, we're going to stay on the left here and then just roll up and down on that left side. Again, be careful how far down you go. It's really up to you. It can be tender on that lat and way down into the low back on the side. So if you don't want to go very far, then please do not. It's totally up to you. Oh. Okay, and then let's shift and adjust to the other side. Leaning to the right, and then roll as far as you want to go, then back. Just trying to work a little bit more movement, suppleness into the fascia. Help it have a little more hydration and elasticity. Okay, come on up, get rid of your roller. Take your legs out just a little bit wider than your mat. Toes pull up, and then we're going to just do a little twist. Right hand outside your left foot, and then left hand outside your right foot. Right hand outside the left, left hand outside the right. One more time per side. Okie dokie. We are going to get started with a side plank dip. All right, like I said, we're going to be moving in lateral ranges. So here's our first lateral range. A lateral range is to the left and right of the midline. So we have our side plank set up here, and then we're going to drop our hip and lift. Drop and lift. If you do not do these, you can stay on your hands and knees and do a little accordion pull from the top. I'll show you what it looks like. You guys can keep going with your side plank dips. So you go hands and knees, and then you pull shoulder to hip. It takes a lot of kind of self-focus, but you can definitely get there. All right, you're probably at 10, so we'll go to the other side. Big range of motion. We're not bouncing, we're in control. Use the front of the belly to hold support. Slide that shoulder blade back and down so that you can stay strong through the shoulder, not put too much pressure on the shoulder. 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to go back around to the first side. If you need to keep your knee on the ground, you can keep your knee on the ground. We're going to be lifting the leg. If you need to go all the way onto the hip, you can go all the way onto the hip. Otherwise, come back to your side plank, and then we're going to do our leg extension. Just 10. Nothing too crazy. Still having to hold that core nice and strong, obviously. 8, 9, 10. Using those abductors, those little muscles in the upper outer side of the glute, that glute medius, to grab and pull the leg up. We need these muscles. I know you've heard me say it before. Keep the pelvis where it needs to be. Help give strength to the hips and the glutes so that our knees can stay happy. 10. Perfect. All right, now we're going to come up and get going with our first band, the tighter one. Put it around your high ankle, low calf. Our reps are going to jump all the way to 30. So, grabbing the core, hinging the hips back. You want just a slight bend in your knee. We're going to take one leg out and get 30 pulls on either side. My little glutes are already on fire. Our little pre-fatigue from the ground worked well. Make sure that your toe is pointing straight ahead or almost even in. Okay, the body finds compensations. It finds ways that it wants to cheat. It's going to want to pull to the side, point out. Make sure that doesn't happen. 20. 10 to go. Going to feel a lot in that supporting leg, not just the pulling leg. 7, 8, 29, 30. Whew, okay. Other side. Line your knee and toe. Think about the muscle. Think about where you're wanting to build it. Remember, we're watching that toe, making sure that it's not pointing out to the side, forcing its way to the left. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Whew. It's been a while since we've done those. They are evil little things. Okay, pull your band up above your knees, and we're going to go into squat abductions. So, knees, pull wide with the toes. Your toes are just outside your hips. Make sure you're putting pressure into that band. Sit down in your squat, and then you're going to pull your knees, abducting. Your range of squat is up to you. Keep that core strong. Keep the shoulders back and down. You got it. There's 10. Good. Find the flexion. Be in control as the knees are coming back together. The goal here is not to go fast. Take your time. 28, 29, 30. Okay. Get rid of your blue band or whatever color you have. And we're going to go to the lighter band. We're going to start with little shoulder pulls out in front of us. Okay? So you're going to have this front pull, put your wrists in the band like this, and then you're going to pull wide, back together. 2, we're going to go for 20. As always, get your stance, set your body where it should be in space. Hold the core nice and solid, nice and strong. Pull the shoulders back so they stay over the hips. Hips stay over the heels. 16. Keep the chest lifted, those shoulder blades pulled back. 19 and 20. So what we're trying to do is find that serratus anterior muscle to help set into the shoulders. Make sure that they're in alignment, make sure they're in place so that the shoulders are back. We're building the muscles in the right direction. Okay, arms up overhead. Hold on to that core. You're going to pull your elbows wide and the band back behind the head. So we're trying to, again, get into those muscles on the back. I can feel my shoulders working, my core, but really my shoulders. So there's that lateral pull in your hands apart from each other. There's halfway. 10. We got 10 to go. Pull the belly up and in. Make sure that tailbone's tucked under a little bit. You want to keep that pelvis in place. Flex into your back. Knees stay soft. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome. Okay, last little bit. We're going to do lateral shuffles before we hit the ground again. So just pop our heart rate up a little. One leg heads to the side. The other one stays in the middle right underneath your body. 1, 2, 3. I just like to angle my other arm down. Helps keep my shoulders in space where they should be. 10. 18, 19, 20. Yay for laterals. All right, back to the ground. Take a little wiggle with your hips side to side. You're going to need those abductors ready to go again. Okay, one arm down, or you can stay on your hands and knees and do your accordion crunch. Hip dips. 10, 9, 2, 1. Other side. Open the chest. Just like I was talking about the serratus anterior on those shoulder pulls. You want to get that flexion there behind your armpit for your side planks as well. 7, 8, 9, 10. Roll back over. We're going to do our lateral leg extension from whatever position that you choose, on your knee or on your hip. Open the chest. Flex through the thigh. Find that abductor. 7, 8, 9, 10. Or somewhere thereabouts. Okay. Set it up. We're not in a rush. We want to get it done right. Eight, 9, 10. That second side. Feel it. Okay, back to our lateral steps. So put your tighter band around your high ankle, low calf. I'm going to stick my second side first this time. 4:30. 3, 4. Check in. Notice what you're getting. Where are you grabbing? Sink into it. Push into your burn. Push into your build. Flex in, open shoulders, open chest, back and down. 24. 29. Oh, look, I'm not watching my toe. 30. I was cheating. Don't let your toe point to the side. 6. The body's smart. It finds ways to compensate, ways to help you out and assist. Sometimes it's great. Most of the time it means we're weak somewhere, and that's where our discrepancies and imbalances come in. And then that's where our injuries and pain, things that don't work quite right, come in. So find and fix your discrepancies. It may mean you don't get as many reps. It may mean that you don't get as far wide. That's okay. Get it done right. The goal is not reps. The goal is not necessarily the range for this. We really want to dial into those little mini muscles that are hard to find. Last one. Okay. Move your band up around or just above your kneecaps. Toes in line with knees, knees in line with toes. Sit your hips back. I'll show you about how deep I'm going today. Keep your shoulders in line with the hips, meaning the same angle. And your chest should be about the same angle as your shins, halfway. Again, figure out where that flex, where that burn is coming from, and then push into it. Dial in. Connect your brain, connect your mind. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. This is a good hotel workout, you guys. All you need to take with you are your bands. You don't even have to jump that much if you want to annoy the people underneath you. Shoulders back and down, core nice and strong. Pull those hands laterally apart. Find your core. Make sure that you keep your body set in space. $18, $19, $20. Up overhead. Pull behind for 20. Five. Find that lateral pull, those hands pulling apart from each other. The elbows are coming out wide. Feel those shoulders build. The back is bracing to hold support. Keep it strong, flexed, and healthy. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Alrighty, then our lateral taps. Sink it in. Here we go. 1, 2. Get that leg extended. Feel that lateral push. And 20. Okay. Back down to the ground. I'm going to start on my second side this time. Last round through. Elbow down, shoulder on top of that elbow. Big range. Get your hips up high. You bend your knees a little bit before you drive your hips up in order to kind of get that shortened distance between your feet and your elbow so that you can get good range here on that push. 9, 10. Another thing to watch for is your top leg to stay straight. 1. Remember, we're not rushing here. 3, 4, 5, 7. We want that core to feel it. We want to push for range. Flex in first and then move. Okay, up and lift. 10, 9, 3, 2, check in, front of the belly, hold strong. Front of the belly, hold strong. Rotate over. Here we go. The second side feels a lot heavier. It's because it already held support on that other side. 10. Oh, good job. Okay, up and at 'em for our lateral steps. Here we go. Sink it in. Hinge those hips back. Open chest. Take that step. I'm going to watch my toe for, make sure I'm not cheating. Check in with your upper body. Make sure that it's staying still on top of that anchor point of that bottom leg. Keep it. "26, 27, 30. Whew. Okay, other side. Line that knee and toe. Sit back on that heel. Watch the toe that's moving. You're feeling that supporting leg. 10 to go. 21. 6, 27, 30. Really had to watch. Keep that toe in. Okay. Squat abductions. Toes straight ahead. Pull the knees wide with the toes. Here we go. Double check the core. Sit on those heels. Recognize how each rep gives back, how each one feels, what's going on with your breath, your core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good job, good job. Okay, get rid of that band. And then we're going to the lighter one. Less tension. Mine is also a little wider. That's how you get those, the ones for your legs. Real difficult is they're tight. A little bit less circumference. Here we go. Keep resetting those shoulders back and down. "18, 19, 20. Up and overhead. Here we go. Pull it wide. 1, 2, 3. Core strong. 7. Brace with your back. 8. If you feel things in your shoulders, which I do sometimes, figure out where you might be off, right? Is the elbow pulling in? Is it pulling back? Is there a little bit of limitation on flexibility and mobility? So is it angling funny? Maybe get rid of the band and just do range of motion, but pull those hands apart. Just like with our feet, those toes having to stay in, we want to keep that pull here. Don't let the body find the easy way. Find flexion and build. 17, 18, and 20. Okay. Whew. Hit up those laterals. 7, 8. Double check that core. Always checking, always checking. 18, 19, 20. Good job. Okay. Head down to the ground, starting off with your child's pose. Not a super crazy, intense day, but it's good. We hit a lot of accessory muscles that are a lot of times forgotten, not worried about, because we're always trying to go for bigger, stronger, more, faster. But then we forget about these little rotator cuff muscles, our abductors, obliques, and things compensate and get out of whack and you get hurt. So I'm glad that you made it through your accessory muscle day. All right, we're going to thread our needle. So set up onto your left hand. Make sure that you still have that core locked in. Inhale to rotate to your right. And then exhale, you're going to tuck that arm under. Slide it through as far as possible. And then you kind of push the back of your shoulder into the ground and let the hips keep pulling to the right. You can push your left hand into the ground. Keep pushing the body over the outside of that shoulder. And then I've been liking to take my left hand, my opposite hand, and tucking it behind my low back. And then see how close you can get to grabbing inside of your thigh on the other side. So the left arm reaches out behind, twists around, tries to grab that inner thigh on the right. All right, unwind, slowly release, push yourself up, and we're going to hit up the other side. Inhale, bring your left arm up, and then exhale, tuck under. Slide it through, lie down on the shoulder, and then let the hips pull to the left. You can use that right hand to kind of keep pushing as well. And then take your right arm up, back, behind, and see if you can tuck the hands inside. And then feel the difference. The shoulder is much different for me in the process of working on it. I know what sets it off, so that's the first part. It's serving a volleyball. Does not like to overhand serve volleyballs. So I've built some bad habits. Need to fix. Unwind and release. Good job. Okay, let's lower onto our backs. Cross your right ankle over the left knee. Put your arms out wide with the palms on the ground. Go ahead and rotate the shoulders down. Make sure that your left foot is right at hip, in line with hip. Shoulder, hip, then your foot, and then from there you're going to rotate to the left. Let your right knee drop away from your torso. Press both shoulders into the ground. Grab a deep inhale, grab a deep exhale. Try to breathe in and out your nose. and then roll back into the middle. And we're going to switch to the other side. Keep those palms out wide. Plant that right foot, left foot crosses over, and then slowly drop out to the right. Relax into your stretch, relax into that twist. All right, and then roll it all in. And let's come up to seated. Put the soles of your feet together. We're going to go into that butterfly stretch. Wrap your hands around the toes if you can. Lift up nice and high. Try to just relax through the knees first. Go ahead and close your eyes, close your mouth. We're going to breathe in and out of our nose. If it feels good for you, slowly fold forward, lengthening your chest off the rib cage. So you're trying to roll forward with a nice flat back. So like I said, keep your mouth closed. We're going to breathe in and out of our nose. At the end of your exhale, just hold for, 3, 4, 6, 8 seconds. Just to the point that your body starts to kind of freak out and wants to take a big gasp through the mouth. So you exhale all the way through your nose and then just hold at the end of the exhale. And then at that first point that your body's like, breathe, breathe, then just slowly inhale through the nose. Slow and controlled, keep hinging forward over those hip flexors, over your feet, stretching the hip flexors. And then we're going to go one more breath like that. So exhale all the way and then hold. And then gently draw in. And come on up. Breathing like that, I'm learning. Exhaling and then holding that exhale. Not complete exhale, but just at the end of your normal exhale. And then holding and then breathing in before you start like getting a little crazy. You can develop that, and that's really, really good for a mini host of things. All right, let's hit up our yogi squat, and then let's hit the rest of our day. As always, thank you for joining me. It's always good to have different types of sessions. It's like this one. Keeping the body guessing, keeping the body healthy, strong, and not compensating. All right, see you tomorrow.